Good morning. This is Hope Reactor. Now, let's begin today's news.
Can a blood test reveal ALS? AI finds a 3-gene signal. A blood sample and artificial intelligence may have revealed a new clue for detecting ALS. Not a cure, not a completed diagnostic test, but a 3-gene pattern that could help researchers understand the disease more clearly. And what makes this discovery especially important is that AI did not simply separate patients from healthy people. It also pointed researchers toward genes that may be connected to the biology of ALS itself. This is Hope Reactor, where what we do not know can become hope. ALS, or amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, is a progressive disease that damages motor neurons, the nerve cells that control voluntary movement. As these neurons weaken, patients may gradually lose strength in their arms and legs. Speaking, swallowing, and eventually breathing can also become difficult. One of the major challenges is diagnosis. There is currently no single blood test that can immediately confirm ALS. Doctors must examine symptoms, test nerve and muscle function, and rule out other conditions that can look similar. That process can take time, so researchers have been searching for biomarkers, measurable signs in the body that could support earlier and more accurate diagnosis. This time, the clue came from gene expression in blood. Gene expression does not mean that a person's DNA has suddenly changed. Think of DNA as a huge instruction manual. Gene expression tells us which pages are being read and how strongly they are being used at a particular moment. Disease can change activity across many genes, but those changes are often too complex to understand one by one. That is where machine learning becomes powerful. A Japanese research team analyzed gene expression, data from the blood of people with ALS and healthy participants. Instead of searching for one gene with an obvious difference, the system searched for combinations. It was less like finding one bright star and more like finding a hidden constellation. The analysis identified 3 genes, PERCAR1A, QPCT, and TMEM71. Together, their expression pattern helped distinguish ALS patients from healthy participants. That does not mean these 3 genes can diagnose ALS by themselves. It means their combined behavior may contain a signal worth investigating. But the study did not stop at data analysis. The next question was more important. Were these genes only useful as statistical markers, or could they also be connected to what happens inside damaged nerve cells? To explore that, researchers used motor neurons, created from induced pluripotent stem cells, better known as iPS cells. They then examined a protein called TDP43. In many ALS patients, TDP43 behaves abnormally. Instead of remaining mainly inside the cell nucleus, it can move into the surrounding cell body and accumulate there. This abnormal movement is considered one of the key features of ALS pathology. When researchers reduced the activity of the newly identified genes, they observed changes related to TDP43. PRCAR1A was especially notable. When its activity was suppressed in motor neurons derived from ALS patient, iPS cells, TDP43 moved out of the nucleus. Abnormal phosphorylated TDP43 accumulated, and the extensions of the nerve cells became shorter. This was the turning point. The AI had not merely found a pattern that separated 2 groups. It may have uncovered a biological pathway linked to the disease. Machine learning found the clue. iPS cell experiments tested its meaning. And together, these technologies created a bridge between data and biology. Still, we need to be careful. This research does not mean that ALS can now be diagnosed from one blood sample. The validation group was still small. The 3-gene pattern also needs to be tested against other neurological diseases, not only healthy participants. Researchers must confirm whether the signal works across larger populations, different countries, different ages, and different stages of ALS. They also need to determine whether the pattern appears early enough to help, before the disease has progressed. And even if these genes are involved in ALS, they are unlikely to explain the entire disease. ALS is complex. Genetics, aging, protein abnormalities, cellular transport, inflammation, and other factors may all interact. So this discovery is not the final answer, but it may open 3 important doors. The first is better diagnostic support. In the future, a blood-based biomarker could be combined with neurological examinations and other tests, giving doctors more information when making difficult decisions. The second is a deeper understanding of ALS, genes that were not previously central to ALS. Research may reveal new pathways behind TDP43 abnormalities and motor neuron damage. The third is treatment research. If scientists can learn how these genes influence disease-related changes, they may eventually discover new targets for drugs. That possibility is still far away. Many experiments will be needed before any treatment can be discussed. But progress in difficult diseases often begins exactly this way. Not with a miracle, not with a finished cure, but with one new signal that tells researchers where to look next. AI did not replace doctors in this study. It did not declare a diagnosis. It expanded the search space, found a combination that humans might have missed, and gave researchers a new hypothesis to test. That may be one of the most realistic and valuable roles for AI in medicine. Not making every decision for us, but helping us see what was previously invisible. A blood sample, 3 genes, machine learning, and motor neurons grown from iPS cells. When these pieces came together, a new path appeared in ALS research. Hope does not mean claiming that a cure is already here. Hope means that yesterday's unknown has become today's question, and today's question can become tomorrow's breakthrough. Do you think AI-assisted blood testing will transform the diagnosis of neurological diseases? And how much responsibility should remain with doctors, even as AI becomes more powerful? Share your thoughts in the comments. For more stories about science, technology, and the people turning the unknown into hope, subscribe to Hope Reactor. What we do not know can become hope.